All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the final match of the regular season. We are sticking things right in the Prospect League here as we have a win and you're in the postseason matchup here between Rooks and Warhawks. I'm Rockerman back in the booth once more, joined by my good friend and fellow management member, Mealy. Mealy, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic tonight. Last day of the regular season. It's definitely exciting, but as time is winding down from this regular season, I'm getting super excited for the postseason.
Oh yeah, it's the postseason is coming up. It's right around the corner. Next week we'll start the postseason, so you guys are not going to want to miss it. And Mealy, what better way to get into the postseason spirit than for our final match of the regular season to have such high stakes, a win in your in matchup between the Rooks and the Warhawks, both of them 11 and 12 right now.
Yeah, I was about to say both teams here, Rooks and Warhawks, I'm pretty sure, like you said, have the same record. So not only is this a win and in scenario, this should shape up to be a extremely competitive game of Rocket League here.
Yeah, no, it definitely should be here. I am very excited to see how things are going to go between these two teams. And Mealy, before we kick things off here, can you tell us maybe a little bit about the players on any of these two teams and who we might have to look out for as we get into this one?
I know probably about four or so of these players. I know Speed Demon being the GM of what is it, Chess Hall, right? So the pawns. He's obviously someone to look out for. I know he's really good. L7 Esoteric I had on my Minotaurs team last season, and he's a player I really like, so I'd watch out for him too. And can't count out Sky Newbie either.
Oh yeah, definitely Sky Newbie. I did experience some six mans last night. Well, I guess I don't even know it's last night. It's like early this morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. six mans out there, Mealy. That man was on the grind. So if there's anyone, if there's anyone to maybe watch out for, maybe Sky Newbie, as he is definitely on the grind. But we got the teams in the lobby here. Both are ready to go, Mealy. So I'm gonna throw it to you. Who do you got in this one? Who is gonna be heading in to the postseason?
Oh man, I don't want to be blamed for a caster curse. Why you got to put this on me? Genuinely think that this series is going to go to a game five, and for no reason at all, I'm going to say the Pawns win it.
You're the Rooks.
Or the Rooks, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
yes.
Same org, same org.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully they're playing a little bit better than the Pawns in this one as we're going to get things underway, folks. The final matchup of the regular season. We got the Rooks in the white tonight as we got Speed Demon, Mr. Marino, and I believe it's Cameron backwards is my knowledge there. And this one is going to be fired in by the GM himself, Riken first.
Yeah, I mentioned got to watch out for Speed Demon here. Looks like he's going to read his own pass off the backboard to a wide open net with an early 1-goal lead.
Yeah, that one is going to start the scoring out early for the Rooks before we can even introduce the Warhawks here in this one, as we do have Sky Newbie, Lucky, and Esoteric here, L7 Esoteric on the board. A lot of great players in this one, and both of them understanding the stakes of this matchup. As it is win and you're in, lose and you're going to need some help at the very least. You might even be eliminated. This one being pinched off to the side. Speed Demon going to send it down. Sky Newbie is waiting. Going to push this one up. Cameron or Normac going to push that one in. Mr. Marino. There's the backboard. This one down. Warhawks trying to push this one out. Sky Newbie getting a little bit dribbled there. Is this one fired towards the net? Might have caught him out once more, but it's off the post. Not going to quite fall in. Again, off the backboard. Lucky trying to get up and Speed Demon comes back again. A second goal for the Rooks.
Another wonderful goal there by a Speed Demon. And I wanted to ask you, Rocketman, really quickly, do you think, even though some of these players have a lot of experience, especially in Nemesis, do you think that being on stream in this scenario, that stream nerds are going to come to play here?
Oh, I would definitely say so. There's a lot of experience between these people, like you mentioned. I mean, Speed Demon, Mr. Marino, and Sky Newbie are three players that have been around Nemesis for many seasons, so they understand the stakes and they know what's here. But yeah, the stream nerves are definitely a factor in this one. As this is basically a postseason game, a win and you're in game. So you know the nerves are going to be high. Game one, a lot of mistakes will be made. As this one out of the midfield to be saved away just in time, though, as that was a very close opportunity. But yeah, Mealy, I think the nerves are going to be high, but you know, as the series goes on, you got to settle in and yeah, you got to figure things out.
So speaking of settling in, I was about to say, it looks like the Warhawks are starting to kind of settle in with this series as well right now. Even though they're down 2, still plenty of time in this first game, and kind of seems like they're starting to get the ball rolling a little bit here.
Yeah, they're trying to fire it in the midfield, but not quite going to go this time, as now they're actually going to be forced to retreat in their own corner. Normac can't touch. This guy newbie send it down. The Esoteric going to get dribbled a little bit. Is in a couple of that where the Rooks are just dribbling. Warhawks member Mr. Reno on the back. We're trying to find the double. The big demo. He's going to open up Speed Demon. Firing that one in. Looking for that hat trick. Not going to find it. It's Sky Newbie 1-on-1, but Normac going to come up big with the touches. Esoteric going to fire that one in. Not quite. Going to send it in. As Lucky is going to find that one doinking off his car. Mr. Reno, not a lot of boost. Trying to just push it around, but not going to go. And immediately, we're about 2 minutes remaining in this one. Rooks still holding on to that lead for the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-0, like I said, 2 minutes left in this game. It's been quite ping-pongy as we see a ball floating very high. It's going to go into the net. Speed Demon getting the hat trick with the cross-field boomer goal.
Yeah, and the Warhawks just caught out once more. Speed Demon just has got a free net, free bang, free clear, sends it in, and that's what you love to see here. And you know, Mealy, as a fellow GM, I want to hear your points on this. What kind of pressure do you think there's extra pressure as the GM to kind of try to lead your team to a victory?
Not only as GM, but also I'm assuming he might be captain as well. You know, you are a team leader. Obviously, as GM, you're an org leader as well. But you are a team leader for your team. I know everyone's going to be expecting to, you know, look up to you. And kind of get any advice or any feedback from you. Speed Demon doing a great job, though, leading his team, and I'm sure his teammates are very comfortable playing right behind him there.
Yeah, and the Rooks, really one of these teams that started the season. They started 0-7 on the season here, so this has been a miraculous turnaround to get to 7-10 to even have a chance. Made a couple roster moves, and so far they have most definitely worked out, and it put them in a great position here. Push into play-in tournament. It's under a minute remaining here. An opportunity. Shot towards that. Esoteric can't get it. That one not going to find its way through. But here comes Lucky. Going to push it in. The Warhawks are going to get on the board.
Yeah, Warhawks are going to strike once. It's still a minute left in this game, but maybe that could be the start of some momentum going here for the Warhawks, as they're kind of looking to try to get a little bit closer here in this game one.
Yeah, they've gotten a little bit closer here. Only down by 2, most definitely possible with 55 seconds remaining, but you're going to have to operate quickly. This one's sent into the Rooks corner. Speed Demon going to find a touch out. Lucky trying to push it back in. 50. Not quite going to go the Warhawks' ways. This one punched back in. Normac going to leave that one as Lucky pushing this one up. Speed Demon going to be 50 down the midfield. Mr. Marino going to make a turn and going to find a touch. Speed Demon gonna cross for somebody. Not gonna find him though. So we're down to the final 30 seconds here of regulation in game number 1. Rooks looking to strike first in this win and you're in matchup. Blocked across. Last chance for the Warhawks here. If they can make a full court push, they need to score 2. Let's score with time still on the clock with the Rooks trying to deny this one away and keep it in. Normac sends it in, and yeah, that is gonna wrap it up here for this game number 1. Merely a great performance out from the Rooks and Speed Demon. And you mentioned the Hattie going to be the MVP of game 1.
Absolutely. Speed Demon going to grab the MVP and, like I said, the hat trick from that first game, putting up just shy of 600 points. If I'm the Warhawks here in this scenario, I got to be thinking, hey, we got to stop Speed Demon as the only one to score on his team so far. With that said, though, from watching this first game here, Warhawks have had opportunities. You know, they've been in the offensive zone. They've had a couple shooting opportunities, putting up 4 shots themselves. They just need to connect on some of them, though. And to be honest, you know, based on the way they've been playing, it's just a matter of time. I think they're going to go.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to get one in the back of the net from Lucky in that game number 1. And yeah, they've had some good opportunities, but Rooks definitely led the pace in this first game. And we're going to have to see, can the Warhawks battle back in game number 2? Definitely going to be looking, in my eyes, I'm going to be looking towards Sky Newbie here, Mealy. I feel like he has got to be, you know, the veteran on that team. It got to be the leader here heading into this game too.
Yeah, I'm also looking at Lucky. I was just watching him make a couple of plays and a couple nice touches that last game, especially at the end. I just think they need to get past that first line of defense and rip a nice shot on target. And I think they're going to start seeing some success.
Here is Lucky. Going to put this one off the backboard. Going to find another touch. The ball's still floating, but not quite going to go here. So Warhawks looking to bring it back in the series, trying to tie things up. The Rooks struck first with a game 1 win. This ball pushed towards the midfield. A big miss comes through, and there is Lucky, the man you talked about, sending it in the net, and Warhawks take the lead.
Yeah, Lucky with the first goal of this game too, coming from the guy you talked about, Sky Newbie. The 2 players that we were looking at to potentially step up here early in this game, and that's exactly what they just did.
Yeah, that's a good 1-2 combination, and a combo that teams are definitely gonna be scared of, and definitely got to keep their eyes out for. They prove it right there. And this one, a dangerous ball, a big miss comes through. Mr. Marino, he's going to send it in and tie it right back up.
Yeah, it was a very unfortunate miss there by the Warhawks. Marino going to capitalize on that opportunity, though. Just going to bang the ball towards the net and see if it sticks. In fact, this time it did.
Yeah, and that's one thing we will see a lot of times, Mealy. I mean, in Prospect League, in the lower leagues especially, but even other leagues, this one is going to just fall in. Derek puts it in, hold that thought.
I feel like it was a very similar situation. Esoteric with actually a very good shot on that with a bounce shot. And honestly, sometimes those are much harder to defend than a shot that's 60 miles per hour right in front of you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You got to try to read the bounce and then get up to it. And unfortunately for the Rooks, they weren't able to do so. And yeah, it goes back to the motto of, you know, sometimes you just gotta fire one at the net. And a lot of times, Mealy, in the Prospect League and the lower leagues especially, even these pot shots will just work out for you.
Absolutely. I know back in my time in Prospect a couple seasons ago, that was pretty much my motto, was just keep shooting on net and see what happens. So we see Lucky here looking to maybe get it mustied. Going to be saved by Mr. Marino. Sky Newbie there with a follow. It's not going to get saved. It's going to go in for the 3rd goal for the Warhawks.
The Warhawks feeling it there, and you see Lucky, the whole musty, didn't quite get the power, but Mr. Marino didn't get the save. Lucky comes through with a bump. And it's that combo once more. Lucky and Sky Newbie, they are most definitely feeling it. 3 goals, Mealy, and we're only about a minute in.
Yeah, 3 goals for the Warhawks, 1 for the Rooks, right?
Yes. They're still the Rooks.
I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Definitely a lot of goals so far, and it's only been a minute and 15 seconds into this game.
Yeah, no, they are cooking right now, and Sky Newbie's trying to cook. Push this one off the backboard. Speed Demon looking to clear it out. Esoteric fired it back in. Speed Demon take control. Mr. Marino looking to find the attack there. A little touch pass out in midfield, but no one from the Rooks quite ready to make that one happen. This one pushed off the backboard. Awkward ball. Speed Demon can find a touch, but only so far as the corner. That one is going to find a big pinch clear out in the midfield. Mr. Marino shooting it towards the net, but just a little bit wide this time. Lucky trying to take control. Speed Demon in midfield. It's going to be gonna actually opt for the demo there. Gonna give away a little bit of possession as Lucky is gonna come through and help him out. So Warhawks looking to push it right back. This ball popped up. Mr. Marino awkward there. A miss from Esoteric. It's gonna be a little bit awkward. It's sent back down. Lucky can take control. Dangerous once again. Both teams are gonna survive, and a couple of fakes and missed opportunities here, Mealy, as we're halfway here. Warhawks still holding on to the 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and I know we talked about kind of just shooting the ball in net sometimes and seeing if it works. However, on the opposite side of that, I also would like to see some of these players start to take control of the ball a little bit more. And I'm not saying to necessarily, go and dribble the ball all the way down the field, but maybe just get one setup touch and then a pass to a teammate, as Mr. Marino almost scores a very beautiful looking goal. Yeah, I want to see the Rooks here kind of start to take more control of the ball and use each other as teammates again.
Speed Demon gonna try to do that, but Lucky is all over that one, not letting them get any passing plays set up. As Normac tried to send it away. Sky Newbie in the net there. Esoteric to pop this one up high. Speed Demon using his boost to push it at the corner. But Lucky is there out of the midfield. A banging shot comes in. Another great passing play, and it's the Warhawks who are finding those all game long.
Yeah, it seems like they're just picking right back up from that last game there with that momentum. What a passing play by the Warhawks, giving them a 3-goal buffer here with just over a minute and a half remaining.
Yeah, that's a huge lead here for them as they're trying to tie this series up heading into game number 3. 4 goals to 1 is great margin for them. This ball is popped up. That one, when he pushed down Sky Newbie, the one to make a touch. Mr. Reno gonna flick it by one. It's just Esoteric. This one off the backboard should be a finishing shot, but he gets back to it. Esoteric somehow, some way on the goal line gets back to it. And Sky Newbie gonna get back to this one. And the Warhawks defense is holding. But Rooks, can they finish it off? Mr. Reno trying to put it in, but it's denied again. The Warhawks defense merely shutting it down.
Yeah, the orange wall indeed. I know we joke about saying that all the time, no matter what color, whatever team it's on, but oh my goodness, that was a whole minute worth of the Warhawks just making sure, as we see a nice pass speed, and that's going to get denied at the goal line as well from Lucky. Oh my goodness, Rockerman.
Wow, this team right here, Warhawks, are locking it down on the defensive end. Nobody in, nobody out there, and they are going to hold on to this lead and pretty much all but secure this game 2 victory. And I think Mealy, I think they understand the implications of this game, of this series right there with all those saves. And it looks like as the time ticks down, the Rooks are not going to get it, and the Warhawks are going to come through and tie the series up.
Yeah, the Warhawks are looking to tie this up, like you said, put it to a best of 3 instead of a best of 5. I mean, I don't want to jinx anybody, but it's kind of looking like we might have a future game 5 on our hands. It would be awesome to see, but yeah, the Warhawks with an excellent answer from that first game to tie up the series 1-1.
Yeah, and after Speed Demon dropped 3 goals on their head, the Warhawks had an answer, and you know, I guess look at all of them getting involved. Every single goal was assisted there on the Warhawks end, coming up with 4 assists. So, I mean, really, that seemed like the story there, Mealy, in that game number 2. Besides the insane defensive performance at the very end, those passing plays from the Warhawks, they knew how to find each other, and it resulted in multiple very good goals.
Yeah, absolutely. The Warhawks putting on a team clinic for that game. Hopefully, the Rooks here can answer. Speed Demon a little quieter that game, but we'll see if maybe he can put up a response of his own.
Yeah, we will see as we'll be heading to game number 3, and this one gonna be so crucial. Gonna be so crucial for both these 2 teams. Merely, as we mentioned, it's a win and you're in, and this game is gonna put you 1 win away. What do you want to see? I know the Rooks were the ones that couldn't quite get it going in that last game. What do you want to see from them as we start off with game 3?
What I would love to see from the Rooks here is it seems like they kind of got away from establishing pressure like they had in that first game. Perhaps they need to be a little bit more aggressive, but I think they need to establish pressure again like they were before.
They did have a lot of great pressure in that game 1, but didn't really find anything. Only 1 goal in that game 2, so I think you're right on the money right there. As they're gonna have to try to battle back if they're gonna want a chance to make the postseason. This one popped up in the midfield. 50. They come across, dropping down. Warhawks gonna push this one towards it. A big miss from both players, but no one from the Warhawks quite ready to capitalize on the double miss. Is Esoteric gonna fire it back in? Normac on the dribble, gonna pop it by 1. 50 coming through. Sky Newbie find a touch, send it up high. Lucky thought about going up with that one, gonna opt to stay down. This one pushed back in the midfield. Lucky cutting it off, sending it towards the Rook's end. Speed Demon pushed it to the corner, but denied away for the moment. So we're looking to strike back here. This one's sent down towards the net. A dangerous ball. They're going to be pushed just off the post there. A big save there. The Warhawks almost strike first, but instead we're going to stay tied at 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0, just over a minute and a half into the game. I don't know if you've kind of noticed the same thing that I have, Rockman, but it seems like both these teams are kind of playing a little bit slow. I don't know if they're going to try to feel each other out again now that, the pressure is a little bit higher, as we see a great save coming from Lucky. But yeah, it just seems like they're not really playing as aggressive as they were in games 1 and 2. Perhaps, they have the stream nerves kind of coming in, and they recognize that a lot more is on the line as L7 Esoteric is going to slot one in.
Yeah, I agree with you here. I think both these teams are kind of understanding the importance of this game 3. And Sky Newbie with a great pinch there. He's been a great facilitator thus far in this series, finding the passing plays to his teammates, and found another great one right there. Here comes Speed Demon coming right back. Oh no, it's off the crossbar. No. That one was an open net, but he couldn't quite get it on. And that one, a heartbreaker, potentially, if they're unable to score. Right here is they're trying to keep it in. Lucky going to take control. All popping out. Mr. Marino looking to keep the pressure. It's still sustained. This one popping up high. Opportunity. Shot towards the net, but just can be a little bit wide. The Rooks starting to put on the pressure. Mr. Marino is trying to take it across, but that one almost going to be cleared out. It's sent back towards the Esoteric with another save there. Ball still floating, but Lucky he's able to send it down. And the Rooks can't quite capitalize as that one. They're gonna want that possession and that opportunity back, I think.
Yeah, I bet you Speed Demon's going to be thinking about that one, wanting that one back. However, kind of like exactly opposite of what I was saying about a minute ago. It seems like both of these teams have just sped right up as we see a potential open net situation with Lucky. Can he get there in time? He does get there just before Normac does, putting the Warhawks up 2-0.
Yeah, Lucky with that extra touch, able to send it down, and he's just able to get to it. Not a lot of boost, but he pushes it through, and the Warhawks here poised and primed. They've got a 2-goal lead here. 2:13 remaining, and Mealy once again it's back solely in the Rook's corner here to try to find a response.
Yeah, 2 goals. You got to think that goal was quite important, as now you're kind of putting on pressure on the Rooks here, as they only have just under half a game now to be able to score 2 goals. Hopefully they can get one here. It's a potential mistake coming out. Mr. Marino going to try to put a shot on target. Can't quite get it there. Speed Demon going to try a shot of his own. Mr. Marino going to get a redirect. Normac, can he get there though for a touch? He does.
This one really pushed off. The Rooks almost had their opportunity there, but not quite able to find one in the net, as we're down to a minute 30 just about remaining in this game number 3. This game will put them 1 win away for the postseason. The flip reset coming through. Lucky with a nice touch, able to send it down. Sky Newbie trying to send it in, but Demo on the other end could have opened up some space, but Lucky not quite ready for that one, as that was an opportunity for the Warhawks, but they couldn't quite put it on. You're not expecting the miss there. It's sent back down, dropped in the midfield. Normac pushing this one out, trying to find a 50. Speed Demon is there. Send this one towards the back foot, but Lucky, he's all over it. Able to push it to the corner, and a minute remaining here. As this one, an opportunity, not quite going to find it. Speed Demon trying to slow it down, looking for something for someone. This one again off the corner. We blocked away as that one, big miss, trying to leave it. Super awkward ball, dropping out of the midfield. Speed Demon trying to get to it, but he's dunked away. And 40 seconds remaining here. Mealy, the Rooks trying to find something, but a big fake, a slowdown from Esoteric to send it in.
Yeah, Esoteric with a change-up of a shot, putting the Warhawks up 3-0. That could be the dagger with only 30 seconds left of this game number 3 here. Warhawks, if they go up 2-1, they'll put them on, what, match point, right?
Correct.
It could be crucial here.
Yeah, 30 seconds remaining. The Rooks somehow need to find 3 goals. Otherwise, they're going to be staring on a possible elimination from this season. Postseason hopes may be dashed. Both of these teams understanding the stakes. This one blocked a great free jump by Sky Newbie. The Warhawks defense once again. And how about trying to turn it into offense? Speed even trying to get back to it. He does just in time, but it's not going to be enough here for game number 3. Instead, we will head to game number 4 here. The Forbidden Temple, with one last opportunity for the Rooks to strike back, and one opportunity merely for the Warhawks. If they win this next game, they'll be heading to the postseason.
Yeah, it was a great win for the Warhawks there. I'm gonna be honest, Rocket Man. I don't know what the Rooks need to do in order to stop this Warhawks. Not only offense but defense. The team as a whole, as they all share 400 points as well for score. All 3 of them have just been playing out of their minds. They know what's at stake. but it's not bothering them at all. Regardless of them being on stream, the fact that this is a win and in situation, they know what's at stake, and they're all business going forward.
Yeah, all business indeed, and that's just impressive from these guys so far. But the series is not over, as they say. The job's not done here until they can get this last game, and Forbidden Temple, it could provide some chaos. And the Rooks, maybe immediately at this point, maybe the Rooks need some chaos with how things were going, because it's just, I mean, they got a lot of shots there. It looks like they actually led 8-6 in shots, but no goals to show for it. So, I mean, I don't know, but they need some sort of chaos if they're going to want to force Game 5 to keep their hopes alive.
Yeah, they need something. They just need to see the ball go in the net. Like you said, they're putting shots on target. They're getting good offensive pressure. They just can't get it past that orange wall of the Warhawks. So hopefully they can see one go in, hopefully early.
Yeah, that's what you need here when you're down in a series. Get that first one. Give your team some hope. Is this one could it be the one? It's gonna find its way in. Mr. Reno slides it home.
Exactly what they were looking for, I'm sure. 10 seconds into this crucial game, putting them up 1-0 to give them a 1-goal lead. Hopefully they can turn around and get a second one, though, so they can get a little bit of buffer.
Yeah, that would be nice for them. It's their hunting for that Game 5 here. The Rooks able to strike first. Warhawks, they've had some great offenses. A bump attempt coming through. They've got the players there, but the Rooks, they turn the defense, turn the tides there. This one, dangerous ball, L7, not a lot of boost. Mr. Reno fires it, but it's just off. That one, so close from extending their margin. But that is how Forbidden Temple goes sometimes. The posts are unkind, the net untouched there, as the Warhawks look to try to get this one out, but it's going to be sent down, and now the Rooks back on the defensive end, but a very close opportunity there, Mealy.
Yeah, you asked for chaos, and it looks like you're getting at the start of this Game 4 here. 1 minute in, 1 goal already on the scoreboard. Looks like the Warhawks looking to answer here. As Esoteric going for a double tap. It's going to waterfall down. Marino going to clear that one safely, though. But yeah, 1 minute in, we have seen quite a lot of action so far, as obviously the Pawns, or the Rooks rather, are not going to go down without a fight. And it looks like the Warhawks are not going to let them just go. I'd say that as Marino is going to sneak it in.
Mr. Reno going to come back in time there, as L70 finds the save, but there's no one else to follow. Mr. Marino going to use that post to his advantage this time, and the Rooks a 2-0 lead early. And yeah, you could have scripted a better start here for them, Mealy, in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-goal lead early in the game. This guy Newbie gonna look to get a flip reset there. This is exactly what the Rooks needed. They have a good start. Now let's see if they can keep this pressure going. And who knows, if this does go to Game 5, this could be the momentum that would carry them through that Game 5 and potentially win this very critical series.
Yeah, this is pretty much all the marbles for these two teams. They've had great regular seasons thus far. Maybe not the best regular season, but they are in a contention here, and a win will get them in. As this one going to be fired towards the net, but just pushed a little bit wide. That one almost found its way in. Not this time. This ball dropping down. Sky Newbie off the backboard. Normac gonna find a touch. Lucky into the corner, looking to give some chase, trying to find the teammates. That's what's worked well for him thus far. Is those passing plays, and now they're taking it slow, trying to find that touch. Speed Demon now gonna bang this one down into the corner. A little bit awkward there for the Warhawks. Speed Demon coming through. He's gonna find a double tap off the wall. He puts it in, and the Warhawks defense, once great, now crumbling.
What a shot by Speed Demon. What a double tap as well. Having the knowledge to be able to keep going with the flip and boost through it to get that double tap. What a shot.
That was huge from the GM right there to add even more margin of error for them, as they're up 3-0 in Game 4, trying to force us to a Game 5 alert. As a flip reset going to come through, shot towards net, but Speed Demon denies it away. But that one, slightly dangerous ball. Mr. Marino gonna have to take control, pushes one up high. Sky Newbie off the ceiling, gonna cut that one off. Esoteric fires it in towards the backboard. Speed Demon gonna push it to the corner, as Lucky sending it back on a 50. Is it gonna come through? Able to push that one away, but the Warhawks are trying to put some pressure on here, Amelia, as we're down to 2 minutes remaining here. These Warhawks are down by 3. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, that was almost an insane angle. They still might find it, but it's not going to go. Sky Newbie off the backboard trying to find it, but Normac is going to clear it away. The Warhawks, they are trying their hardest, Amelia.
Yeah, we almost just saw a potential goal of the year candidate there. However, we see Mr. Marino going to have a potential wide open shot attempt as Normac going to not be able to get enough power on that one as it gets saved by Lucky. Warhawks are giving everything they have here with the last minute and a half remaining here. They don't want to go to a game 5. As like we were saying throughout this entire series, there is a lot on the line. You don't want to be the team that has to rely on other teams helping you out to be able to get a potential playoff berth. You want to have that win-in scenario. You want to be in complete control. And it looks like that the Rooks, being up 3 with a minute left now, are doing just that.
Yeah, they are in control of this game 4, but this series is not over yet. This game is not over yet. The Warhawks still have an opportunity, but 3 goals is going to be a tough hill to climb. And on the final 50 seconds here, the ball out in the midfield, the Warhawks send it up to the side. Sky Newbie and Lucky both going after this one. This one off the backboard. Look at the follow with Normac. A great touch. Able to clear it away. Time once again ticking in this game number 4. Could be seeing that coveted game 5 alert. That would be a great way to end the regular season in a win and you're in a matchup. This ball popped up, sent away. The Rooks maybe looking for one more for the road, but Esoteric gonna shut that one down. Guy Newbie, he's gonna find it away. And as this one gets out into the corner, and that is gonna do it here, Mealy, in this one, more than likely, as this one is sent up, and that will do it here in this one. Mealy, we got the game 5 alert coming our way, just what we asked for here between these two teams. To win this game 5 and you're in.
Yeah, what did I say at the very beginning of the series? I didn't want to be the one responsible for a caster curse. I said it was probably going to be a game 5, but that I wanted a game 5. Well, here we are. We got what we were looking for. And now, because I said, what did I say? Rooks for no reason. If they win, yay, I called it. If they lose, it wasn't my fault. I promise I love everybody.
Well, you know what, Amelia? I think the good news for you, if you go back to the tapes, I think you said pawns for no reason, so you didn't really jinx.
Awesome.
You didn't really jinx anyone.
Awesome. Awesome.
So we might be safe in that instance, but regardless, either way here between these two teams, Amelia, this series has been an absolute showdown. Both these teams, I mean, you could just feel the pressure between these two teams in this one. It's a win and you're in right here, and it's only one more game where you got to make the magic happen.
Yeah, this is game 5 here. This is, like I said, winning in and potentially lose and go home. We don't know yet with all of the tiebreakers and stuff that's going on. So yeah, obviously, like I said, you want to be the one in the driver's seat. You want to win this game and guarantee your spot. You don't want to have to rely on other people or other teams to potentially get you in. So this Champions Field game 5 is arguably the most important single game of both of these rosters' seasons so far.
Yeah, this might be the single most important game in Nemesis Season 11 thus far, as it is win and you're in here, folks. Rooks versus Warhawks. We got game 5 underway. Who will come up clutch for their team and send them to the postseason? The Warhawks gonna start out with the attack there. Save gonna come through as it's pushed off to the corner. Esoteric gonna find a touch. This ball out of the midfield. Speed Demon sending it down. Lucky racing back and find a touch. Gonna push it to the corner. This ball to the side here. Rooks pushing it in up in the corner. This ball floating across, but Lucky gonna find a touch. Looking for another one as a demo came through and opened up a little bit of space. Amelia, as we get into this crucial game 5, who are you looking at here to try to find this first goal, try to make this first play for their team?
Well, if I'm Rooks, and I know this might be biased, GM bias, but I'm looking for Speed Demon. He's got to be the one to score the first goal and lead his team, and I think if he does, then that's going to be the exact momentum that you're looking for. If I'm the Warhawks, you got to look out for that Sky Newbie and Lucky combo.
Yeah, that combo has been deadly on the Warhawks end, but yes, Speed Demon and the Rooks, they have been great to answer. We saw Mr. Marino come up big in that game number 4. A lot of names, a lot of pressure in this one. Try to make something happen. This ball off the backward, big miss, but Sky Newbie is going to come back to find a touch. This ball floating, opportunity, pushed across, but not going to go this time. Sky Newbie He's going to take this one up. Going to try to find the flip reset there. As the ball drops down, Esoteric. Going to get this one, but Speed Demon going to dive through. This one floating. Lucky. Going to help him out as they're going to send it in. This one towards the backboard, but Normac going to push that one out. Mr. Marino finds a touch. This ball could be dangerous. A miss comes through. The ball still around, but it's going to be cleared away. That opportunity is not going to find its way through. Sky Newbie now on the dribble, looking to fire this one. He pops it up high, off the backboard again, but it's not going to go. The Warhawks dove in on that one. Now the Rooks looking to find a counterattack. A demo comes through, ball high off the backboard, but a save comes its way through. As this one be popped up, Sky Newbie finds a touch, but really these two teams, the Warhawks, trying to fire one in is, wait a minute, this one's sent down, the Speed Demon. He's back in time to make a save, and we're going to stay 0-0. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe not for long.
I know we talked about it a couple of games ago regarding the possible stream nerfs, but what does that game 5 with your potential season on the line do to stream nerfs? I feel like that has to at least multiply that tenfold.
Yeah, I would have to say so. I mean, there's almost no greater pressure. This could be your season down to one singular game. How you perform in this one will determine whether you continue on in season 11 or head home. This one, Warhawks maybe caught the Rooks out a little bit. The demo comes through between these two teams. As this one push down, Mr. Marino gonna find a touch, gonna get it by one. It's sent down. He's gonna find the demo, opening up some big space there. Esoteric gonna find a touchback. Normac finds one, trying to find a 50. But Sky Newbie is gonna come through, make that touch. He's trying to send it down. Speed Demon versus Sky Newbie there. This one off the backboard. Esoteric, he's coming in looking for the shot, but it's gonna be saved away for the moment. Still popped up though. Mr. Marino is gonna push it away as Normac is gonna send it down into the corner here. This ball is popped up and sent away. And we got a minute and a half here, Mealy, in game 5. Both these teams at 0-0. It's looking like one of these games where one goal, one mistake could determine it.
Yeah, 0-0 with a minute and a half remaining. Who is going to be that hero for their team? We're just gonna have to find out here. It could potentially be OT, maybe not, I don't know. Either way, this has been one heck of a game, one heck of a series, and oh my goodness, Rockerman!
Mr. Marino, he's coming up big. A Nemesis veteran with a big pinch, Lucky on the dribble, but Mr. Marino coming with a big dunk, and with a minute 10 remaining, the Rooks have the lead.
Yeah, it's been a long time in this game, but with a minute and 10 seconds left, the Rooks get the 1-0 lead. Warhawks looking to answer. And I mean, if I remember from the last couple of games, it seems like they've been relatively shut down offensively. If the Rooks can keep going with that and shut them down, they could be looking at a potential game 5 win here with only a minute left.
Yeah, and the Rooks gonna have to hold on, but the flip reset coming through, trying to find the dunk. It's all on the Warhawks now. And they find the offense. A big save comes through from the Rooks. Warhawks looking to pick up some boost. This one gonna be over the top of one. Lucky sends it up high. Esoteric try to drop that one down. Can't find the touch. Lucky dropping. It's floating, but the ball's gonna go up here as we're down to the final 30 seconds. The Rooks looking to find the dagger here. Can they close it out here? Can they send themselves to the postseason? The Warhawks have an opportunity here. This one pushed to the side here. Sky Newbie, opportunity, it's off the post. Can they find the follow? No, it's gonna be pushed to the corner here. Maybe last chance for the Warhawks and their season. The ball popped up. Esoteric, he's firing it high off the backboard. Mr. Marino, he can't find the touch. This one is sent into the corner. Can they find one more? The ball is up, it's floating. Opportunity, no, it hits the ground. That close, and the Rooks hold on in game 5.
Oh my goodness, Rockerman. That was 1/2 of a second away from being overtime, game 5, season on the line, winning in. What a series, what a match. Pat on the back to everyone involved, all the players. That was one heck of a series to watch. I mean, I'm thankful to even be here to witness that, and I'm speechless. That was crazy.
Oh my goodness, folks. That is one way to end off the regular season right there. That close for the Warhawks to push it to OT and maybe have a chance, but the Rooks, they hold on, and wow. Wow, Mealy. I mean, what else is there to say, but what a series, and big congratulations to the Rooks.
Congratulations to the Rooks. Hopefully, we get to see the Warhawks again. Like I said, we don't know what's going on with all of these tiebreakers and stuff in Prospect because I know the season's been chaos for Prospect. There's been, a lot of shifting around as there's a lot of teams with similar records and, within one win, one loss of each other. So hopefully, we get to see the Warhawks team again. I think they were very good. Hats off to them. Congratulations again to that Rooks roster, and what a series.
Yeah, very, very impressive indeed. Big congratulations to them. And yeah, I think at this point, we're going to have to go crunch some tiebreakers for the Warhawks' sake. We'll have to see if they're going to make their way in. But what we do know is that Rooks are in to the postseason. So we'll be seeing a lot of them starting next week with the play-in tournament. So, man, I mean, if you guys want to see some more action like that, make sure you guys follow and tune in next week. Monday, we're going to have the Prospect through rival play-in tournaments all happening next week. So you don't want to miss it for that one for sure. So make sure you guys tune around or stick around for that one. And yeah, got one more quick shout out here. If you guys haven't already, feel free to check out the Discord. These are all of some of our biggest supporters here subscribing in the Discord, our Nemesis premium subscribers. Big shout out to everyone who has supported us, especially Flame Intruder, Jax, Aiko, and Street Soul, our Challenger Plus subscribers. Much love to all you guys and everyone who support us thus far in the regular season. But really, we gotta look ahead heading into next week. I mean, the postseason, the play-in tournament. I mean, we had some basically some playoff killer matches, but next week is where the real magic begins.
Yeah, kind of had a little bit of a preview, especially with this series here. I wasn't able to really tune into stream side my match before this as well. So hopefully the games were just as good as this one was. But yeah, the play-ins start next week. Those are always, I feel like, insane matches. It's always turning into, because those are best of fives, right?
Correct. Yeah, those will be best of fives.
Yeah, so those matches I feel like are always, push and pull. Any team can win, any team can go home. It really all depends on who's feeling it that day and who's been riding that wave.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. You guys do not want to miss it. Next week, make sure you guys tune in. But yeah, that is gonna wrap it up for us tonight. So we appreciate you guys, everyone tuning in, everyone who supported on tonight, and we'll see you guys next week for the play-in tournament. Stay tuned Monday. We'll see you guys there. Take care and have a great night, everybody.
See you guys.